What have you got to go for the Magic community? That's what you got to think. I mean, you got a Doom, but that again is it's not the easiest to hit off, and do you necessarily want to be Doom in the lifesteal in all situations? I
mean, if you manage to, it's alright.
If you get it before the rage, then yeah, it can be pretty nice. Because they don't really have any save, you know.
But it's hard to Doom him before he rages.
Yeah,
but it's like he's
going to be quick.
It should be a matter of split seconds for him to do it. By the time you raise your big sword to Doom him, he's raged.
Yeah.
You know, there must be something we're missing for Navi now. Because this Pango's draft looks scary.
It does.
Right now, it feels that
but
Navi's
they also have
pressure.
4 heroes and Navi has 3.
That's
true, actually, yeah.
So maybe it's like it messes with your mind a little bit.
They have the numbers, that's from
Magnus. Right. We forgot that hero was still it. No, that's
I don't like that at all. Because what's the Magnus empowering?
Yeah,
we don't know yet. That's the last pick.
But no, it's not. They've got a Doom and an OD already. I guess it's a support Magnus.
It could be some troll.
Support.
Yeah.
It's a support.
Obviously, it's going to be some troll in the end, I think, or something similar to...
Yeah, it's probably going to be the troll.
Yeah.
Trolls, as you say, troll's got to be at the top of the list now. But then it's going to get banned, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Doom is support.
That sounds pretty bad.
I mean, I didn't say it was great, but it could be. He can go into the jungle.
Yeah, it could be. It could be position for Doom as well. It used to be played a lot. The Void ban is definitely good from the Pango. Actually, I wasn't thinking about the Void, but Void plus OD, so much control, just allows that OD to rack up the intelligence. So overall, it's definitely a good ban.
I think you say Troll's got to be top of the list for Navi here. Like, who else are you thinking through with this Magnus? You don't really want to play the Slark this game against this Earthbridge Kira Dark, so it sounds nasty.
You could. It's not great. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
You're going to have a tough time finding him late unless you can get him to farm in the lifestealer lane, but I feel like the Pango would easily move to that.
But they ban Huskar. So what heroes are left? Like there's a TB. If you roll TB versus Earthspirit Darks here, he's gonna be destroyed. Yeah, but then you're a TB. You can go to the jungle. There's that always.
Yeah, but you
lose the lane, you go to the jungle
level 2. You have to go so early. I guess you say you level 2. You can go.
You're a TB.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this OD is already greedy enough. So if you are Navi, you need some troll. I mean, it was a no-brainer. We called it instantly, and that's the most logical choice.
Troll.
Oh, they went with Sheev's pick. Sheev was right. Sheev was right.
And both on your side.
The Viper?
It took me a moment, actually, because you were doing everything.
I know.
So they go with your Viper. I said, let's see how it does. Well, in the past,
I was so happy.
Pretty well.
So, I will point out that was before Viper's change.
There we go. So
that was when he was actually still a lane dominator, as Lizard says.
So we're gonna have a troll on the safe lane, right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a Viper.
A Viper in the middle against the OD.
OD, like we're gonna cover the OD just a bit like this.
I guess Viper works well with the timings that they're going to look to go for. There's going to be that big game where Earthbridge, Kira Darkseid and Viper just
I'm not certain how well he's going to do, honestly. Like Viper versus
I feel like the OD is just so good at the moment that I don't know how much of a problem Viper's going to be in that 1v1 matchup.
I think Viper should do well. Like well.
But he's not going to dominate the lane, right?
Which side was Pango? Which side was VP again?
Pango is Darkseer.
Pango
is Radiant.
Yeah, Radiant. It's because we are asked to do predictions.
Okay.
I don't want to go first.
Well, I mean, I think for me, I don't really want to go with a team that has Magnus and Doom. It feels a little weird.
I have to be looking at these.
I've got to go with the Pango. They've got Darkseid, Kira, Earthspirit. I think this combo is pretty unbeatable. I'm a little unsure about the Viper, but I feel like the Pango's execution is going to be really good.
Yeah, Lifestealer is also very weird for me, but I'm going to go with Pango as well.
Me too. Last time I went against him, I lost.
So we're doing all three again?
No, but I think Pango is a better team. Also,
the
Pango so far has they both of these teams are here because they lost to Gambit.
Okay.
Navi got 0-2'd in the opening round. Pango got 2-1'd in the winners bracket finals of the group, which means that they actually could take a game off of Gambit and Navi could not. So rock paper scissors is not here. So this is, straightforward, no Pango better.
We are so very boring when it comes to these.
The Pango! It is so confusing.
Every time we go all in, all together.
Well, I had to.
Yeah.
I'm already one behind. I can't afford to drop too far. Alright, let's see what we got then. I mean, will the Viper do okay against the OD? I know I said it, but...
It should.
It should?
Yeah, he should do really well.
Okay.
His sailor,
Really?
though, the guy that I mentioned before, he was always playing this Venomancers, these sneaky green heroes.
Oh, he likes
so far.
that.
Yep. If you don't play really well, you just pick these green heroes.
It is support Magnus.
Vipers, but Sailor plays well, huh? Who knows?
See what he does on it. So, as Na'Vi, how are you wanting these side lanes to go? Are you sort of dodging this Darkseer lane, or? I guess so, right? You don't want so at the moment. Where's the troll? They're hovering around mid. They're trying to get a read on the lanes, and
They're
they are
trying
going to
to
send.
figure it out, yeah.
They're sending the troll up to the top lane, so he's going to be against the
You definitely want that
Lifestealer. So they're dodging Darkseer.
Yeah, you definitely want that Doom to be eating Darkseer's creeps.
Yeah.
So it makes the lane much easier. But at the same time, even Doom can fall to Earth Spirit plus Darkseer, so he's not safe there either.
No.
And you have Magnus plus Doom. That lane does not a whole lot together.
You can see it here.
Is this Magnus? I didn't even check. Is it the Magnus 3 or is it the Doom?
Magnus 3.
Magnus
Chavash
3.
is playing Magnus, and
I'm
Blizzy is on the Doom.
Because Magnus 4 in this game does...
Oh, Chavash teleport top for this one. They don't get first blood. Wait.
Oh, yeah, with the skewer, they've got it. Shoot.
Yep.
No, so it's offering Doom.
That's
Blizzy Doom.
what I
You
said.
said it the other way around.
You did?
I said Chavash is playing Magnus.
You did. You said it the other way around.
I said Chavash is playing Magnus.
You said choose
Who cares?
3.
It's offlane.
Choose 4.
Yeah, whatever.
You said choose 3.
No, Chavash is a support.
Thanks. So yeah, Blizzy 3. So it's what we thought.
I don't know though. Like, yeah, Doom is gonna do better versus the Darkseer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not sold on the position 4 skewer first Magnus. How much are you gonna be able to do?
Especially against the Lifestealer.
Here we go. He's gonna skewer.
There we go. That's what he's gonna do.
There we go.
That's what he's gonna do.
Amazing.
Look at that support Magnus.
Instantly shuts me. It just makes me
level 1 skewer.
Yeah.
It's gotten 2 kills so far.
Curse.
No, I mean I'm always happy to learn, and when I see something like that happen.
Look at that. Sit in the trees and wait for the
Oh, they're gonna swap.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, you know, Na'Vi want that lane, and the Pango don't want to give that to Na'Vi. They want to get Naive in the easy lane.
Yeah, Nix just does so well versus Doom.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to want to put him against him.
What we see in mid at the moment, 5-3 on the Viper, 5-2 on the OD, so yeah, looks to be Sailor doing it fine on the mid Viper. It's going to farm away, just a treat, man. It's just a case of seeing how well the OD can keep up with the Viper.
And Chavash also rotating back bottom.
He's running away from the Doom. Where Doom goes, he goes to the other lane. That's it. The two of them together, they do absolutely nothing.
No.
However, though, now you have that Magnus on the bottom lane. What are you gonna do now, Chavash? What are you gonna do now? Who are you gonna skewer when you're so far away from your tower?
That's true. You're not gonna get those little skewer kills down there.
Maybe they push and he does that, and Casters hits again.
Oh,
or he goes mid, actually.
He's gone mid. He's seeing if he can get the hook there.
Now, you can imprison Viper into the skewer.
Ooh, do you see what he's doing? He's trying to pretend that one of his heroes is an illusion.
Where's he got the other illusion? That he's
probably bottom lane, right?
Oh, he's no, stacking camps.
Alright, so that doesn't work.
I think
for that to work, you have to be showing. Yeah, for that to work, you have to be showing one of your illusions.
Yeah.
So they figure him out, and he has to go back.
Well,
Frost Shield.
Yeah.
And then a Sone Echo. Looks to slow down Slayer. Crystallize. So he got quite the damage. Shockwave's going to come in. Does drag him back, but it's not enough to kill off the Jakira. As once again, we'll see if these lanes continue to rotate around as such. Bit of a roll in on mid, but Zayat's no chance of catching off Magical there. Can't close the gap. So now Na'Vi back with a lane that they want. They've got the troll down against the Lifestealer, and they've got that top lane Doom against the
No one is really benefiting this way too much.
It's a lot of movements.
Yeah, overall I think Darkseer is the one that's suffering the most, so Pango a little bit, because he wants to be pressuring the lane, and he wants to be on a stable lane. He just pressures with iron shells, then he goes back, farms the big camp, then does the same thing again. If possible, Earth Spirit is there, they get a kill. So just preventing them from being so strong in the early game, in the laning stage, I guess is a small win for Navi. So.
But Darkseer is highest on last hits.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Okay.
Unless he's versus some Oracle or something like that, he's supposed to be highest. Okay. He's supposed to be doing well. Definitely. He'd rather be killing someone with his boy Zayats though. Oh, are we going to skewer?
A skewer on the tower.
Look at that. That's enough. 3 kills in the game so far, and they've all been down to Chew.
Man, this Magnus position 4, I was telling you how good this is. Level 1 skewer Magnus.
He's doing it.
If this was me, I would just be skewering around, doing nothing.
Snakeo. That's trying to go on him here, Naive, but I'm quite going to get away with that. He's got to turn and run.
Yeah, otherwise he might get skewered under the tower.
Oh, Chew gets himself around. Look at that. The cheeky pullback with the shockwave allows him to find the skewer. That's going to be another kill. I mean, he is literally crushing it.
Yep.
Yeah. Everywhere he's going. He's got arcanes at 5 minutes. He's just toying with them.
You remember last time we saw Javash like this, right, though?
Yeah. He went...
What did he do?
It was in Dark Willow, right?
Yeah, it was Dark Willow.
I remember he had a great game on Dark Willow.
Most on his team as a position for Dark Willow.
But they still lost that
game. They lost, and he just suddenly started feeding.
Yeah.
He still lost. It wasn't even his fault. I mean, he was doing well, but...
Oh, top lane. Zayats, he's going to miss the roll, and Snakeo's in with the Frost Shield, so Blizzy's more than fine. Zayats is going to go for the TP out, and he will make it.
Yeah, no gaze to stop him.
Yeah, no way to pick it.
There was Infernal Blade though. Huh?
Yeah, he didn't quite find the target there. As mid.
Are we gonna see another skewer? No.
Didn't want to go for the skewer.
Yeah,
I guess it's quite a beefy Viper. Maybe what the Viper could just turn and kill them.
Maybe they were afraid of someone rotating in.
Yeah. And bottom lane, Crystallize. He gets left alone, and the Pango, they'll abuse it. They'll get themselves the first kill for their side.
Finally, they get on board. The Doom was used actually well. Alright.
Yeah.
He just shakes it off. Does he have wings? What is that on Darkseer?
He gets the braces that give him that net of the iron shell.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Like a butterfly, you know.
Yeah.
It looks like he's swimming a little bit when he walks. It's not as smooth as you'd want it to be.
Oh yeah, he does. He sort of like flips the air. Flip. Get the fuck out of my way! That's what he's saying as he flaps them back. Swiping away the haters. That's what he's doing. He's rolling.
I guess he does have quite a few haters. Darkseer is not the most exciting hero to see normally.
I get some sweet vacuums.
He can have some nice wombo combos, sure.
Definitely. Like, not really his laning stage is definitely boring.
Yeah.
Like, he used to be the most boring hero, definitely.
And he was picked all the time.
Yeah. Everyone
can they kill Crystallize again?
He's got the shield on him.
Frost Shield isn't enough. It isn't. He's gone, and so's Taneko.
There you go. He missed the skewer. I told you this Magnus position 4 is awful. Why do you ever pick it? Like, horrible.
Didn't get it.
At least Lich made it out alive barely, but he did.
What's going on in the mid lane anyway?
Yeah, but the troll just died twice in a row, which isn't really great.
True.
And this was in the lane that, of course, Na'Vi themselves tried to force, but maybe as you said, they tried to force it too much. The repeated movements meant that the start was that little slower, and now he's struggling.
It's about the rotations, I believe. Like they're on the long lane, so the troll has to go a bit deeper, and if Nyx just approaches him, uses the slow, he's gone.
Yeah, mid lane, as you can see, the network between the two pretty much even. Yeah.
Viper did well.
I absolutely. I mean, especially in a meta where we're seeing a lot of mids will severely struggle against an OD, and he's keeping it. He's keeping it even.
Viper used to be the hero that was all right versus him always. So you get those boots, you slow him down, you run back, you slow him down again. It's like versus Razor pretty much when you take that Viper. It's not optimal, but it's all right.
Fairly even game.
So far.
Yeah. At the moment.
They like Navi they do have 4 kills on the back of amazing skewers from Chuvash, but
that's kind of it.
That's kind of it. Yeah. I wonder how many stacks did he make. I think that's going to be also very important because you have the Magnus plus Troll. Only 1 stack here. Okay, and one there. Yeah, a couple of stacks here and there, nothing too special. No huge boosts going Navi's way.
I mean, when you make stacks like that as a support Magnus, so are you letting the troll farm them, or are you gonna farm them yourself to get blink?
Oh, I think you let the troll farm them.
You let the troll farm
core,
them.
Yeah, you let your core farm.
Okay.
You can maybe stick around to get experience or something like that, or if your core is doing really well, you can take them for your blink.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, you're doing fine, man.
Yep.
You don't need this.
Yeah, exactly.
I want my blink.
Yeah. Like, I gave you so many kills with my skewer that I'm gonna take the stacks. You can go that way as well, but usually it's your core that is given, especially if he's struggling like this on the lane, getting killed.
Oh, getting the ice path onto the two of them, locking them down.
Yeah, this time
they're doing such a perfect job of killing Crystallize every time the Pango. At the same time, that's going to be 2 down on there. Seneko falls as well.
No.
Right.
Lich turned that armor onto himself, and he was like, please take me instead, just take me. I was surviving every single time. It didn't work. They took the Lich and the Troll.
I mean, at the least, Blizzy's pretty unkillable. He's got a Hood of Defiance, so this sort of plays that we've seen the Pango make with the Spirit Jakiro and Darkseid aren't really going to phase him at all.
Yeah, but that's like not what Troll is worried about. He doesn't have that Hood.
He's still dying. No, he's not happy.
There is the fact that they have that Magnus position 4 or 5. So he's gonna be giving Empower to the Troll, and Troll is gonna be farming the jungle from now on, so yeah, you don't have to really go back to that lane.
He's got the stacks, he'll catch up a little bit. Yeah. For sure.
Magical's got his Midas done. Hasn't used it though. Oh, there was creeps there.
Are we gonna count the seconds?
1 Mississippi,
not using
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi,
this is a
4 Mississippi,
long walk,
5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi.
No, the stacks! No! How dare you?
Stealing from the stacks.
From the
Darks, you're doomed again.
Will they get the kill though this time?
There's Earth Spirit here, he's gonna slow them down.
They're diving in deep.
They are, the gates is there too.
They should.
They've got him, right? They do. They'll get the kill. But Seneko is going to pay with his life for it. Silas there with the cut-off.
Can I get Blizzy too?
Should be okay. Oh, you know, he doesn't have a TP.
Wrong direction.
He does not have a TP.
Wrong direction to roll though. Do they have a scan or something? Okay, Jakiro is here to find him.
Yeah. Hello. I mean, they've got to know he's here. They know he's not.
They know, but... Right?
Surely they're
going to have all. They should. Yeah. He's smart. All the ultimate as well.
Everything down on him. Max Repairs, Viper Strikes. He'll get absolutely melted there by the Pango.
They were sick of that Doom.
Oh, they just wanted him gone. As he is going to go for the Radiance build.
Yep. I mean,
he's getting good farm. He's going to get it at a good time.
To be honest, the other core that you've got on your team is the Viper, and he's not really the fastest farming hero either. So getting that Radiance is good. Also, I have to say that there's a spell amp talent that we just saw on Viper, and he's building into a Whale as well. So you're gonna see the Whale Viper plus the Radiance on
I mean, it's a crazy amount of money. Before, you know, up until the point that Na'Vi had BKBs, like their heroes are gonna get massively hit by the magical damage. If they do have that Hood on the Doom, Crystallize up top is going to go for the straight TP out. He will make it away, but again, it's time that this Troll's being forced away from the lane.
At the same time, once they do get those BKBs, and they're going to be... I mean, if they get the BKBs on decent timing, they're going to be so strong. So Pango, with the Whale on Viper and Radiance on Ice, they're definitely going to have to be taking some proper fights.
Yeah, they're going to let
look at that Troll illusion,
which is it's the good way to do it, because you're playing against a Midas and you're playing against a Magnus, you know, an Empower lineup. If you can play fast and make sure that Na'Vi don't have the time to utilize the Midas on the OD, the Empower on the Troll to catch back up as the game goes into the mid game, your lineup's going to be very strong. And especially with Naive getting a good timing on the Radiance. If they get that Radiance and then group up and push with the Lifestealer, it's going to be hard for Na'Vi to stop.
I haven't seen that Nike's Radiance build in quite a long while.
Seneko will be found here. He will not be getting away. Another quick kill for the Pango.
Yeah, it's just one of those position 5 expeditions to go on board.
He got the Observer out of the way. Like, he killed an Observer for that at least, you know.
There's a mech finished on Ghostic, so...
The blink dagger's getting closer and closer for Chu on the support Magnus. 14 minutes in, he's got like 1700 gold, so nothing too bad on that. Right?
This creep is pretty good on Blizzy, by the way.
Oh, Zayach getting surged up, looking for that troll.
He's got his eyes on Crystallize.
Oh, he should.
I mean,
Iron Shell, he knows.
He'll notice his HP going down. Like, hang on.
Gets put down too.
Down. And
he gets the kick off.
I mean, there was no way that was ever going to fool them. Like, they're going to...
Why would you ever do this? Like,
I mean, sure, we've all seen the clip where people don't realise they're dying to his Iron Shell, but these teams aren't going to fall to that.
You know what? Next method. You take Invoker, Quaswex, Ghostwalk and Radiance, and you just follow people around. That's the plan.
It can work.
It can work. On some of them are.
I mean, yes.
Ricky Radiance, it's a thing.
Ricky Darkseer.
Oh yeah. Bounty Hunter.
Good old memories. Bounty Hunter Darkseer.
But I say this is like Chu, 15 minutes in, he's got the blink. So he can look to try and make those big RP plays to help set up for the OD and the Troll to go ham.
Yep.
How's the pipe looking for Blizzy? Because that's one of the, that's one of the pickups that will really help on the Doom. If he can get in time. He's getting close to it, so if he gets that before these pushes really start coming in with the Radiance.
They want to defend this. They have the RP, as you just stated.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that are going to get initiated on.
Oh, we are going to see the Chain Frost coming out. The Doom dropped as well. Zayat's in trouble as Magical will pop the Sanity's Eclipse. Will allow them to kill off the two supports. They get the RP off as well onto the Doom target, trying to kill that Darkseer. It looks like he may even still survive. He's walking it off. He is going to be able to live through both the Doom and the RP. They couldn't kill Ghostic. So Na'Vi, they tried to put together a defense. Sure, they killed two heroes, but Sanity's, Doom and RP was used. Tau was still lost. They don't kill the cores.
Yeah, they didn't kill the cores. They didn't lose any cores either, though. So there's that.
And they got the tower denied.
Yeah, I think that Doom definitely needs to go on Darkseer from now on, as he's the mech carrier. And he.
But we saw. I mean, they doomed him. They RP'd the Darkseer. They still didn't kill him.
They didn't kill him, but you prevent him from meching. You prevent him from using the wall and the vacuum properly.
Sure. So so the fight could have gone a lot messier for now.
Exactly. I think he's definitely the hero to Doom throughout the game if you manage to catch him. So overall.
And look at this though. That Radiance pretty much done for Naive. It's going to be close, and you've got to remember that last fight in the mid lane. I believe that was pretty much 4v5.
That was like Nax was around, but wasn't doing a whole lot, and Darkseer was just out of it. They did get 2 kills, and OD did get a lot out of that, so he's
pretty much got the BKB actually,
that's
getting very
early BKB though. That's a huge investment. Like, he went straight for it, 2 no talismans into BKB. No damage from that.
There's OD and Doom teleporting.
They've got this sphere to try and set up, but there's the immediate drop down of the Macropyre. Echo falls. Blizzy with the hood is going to take pretty much no damage though from the combo, so he's fine. The tower will still go down. As Naive is trying to chase a little bit towards Blizzy, but I mean the Doom pretty much the one target that's very hard for the Pango to kill.
It's the same situation again. You wasted a lot of your big spells for a support kill. You did get the tower though, so that's good for Pango definitely.
I think they were basically setting it up to have obviously a bigger vacuum wall combo, and I don't know, it was slightly off the mark for the GQ, but I don't know what they obviously decided on earlier. But maybe the vacuum wasn't high enough level to get the right vacuum to get everybody in that.
Oh, this might be problematic.
They've got to bring back up in now if they want to have a chance to save him magically. Will Astral himself, and he does have a lift around. The bit's going to be used as well as the Chain Frost thrown down, but the OD is still surrounded. It is more than enough damage from the Pango to kill off Magical.
Yeah, that ice pat's such an easy setup. He tries to save himself, just sets himself up for that.
We'll see here.
Jakiro always loves those Astral imprisonments. So easy to set up ice pat after.
I mean, we really are seeing the sort of the strength for those 3 heroes together. So it's still a close game. It's only a 1k lead, but the fact that the Pango can just have these sort of this setup and kill it so strong at this 18-minute mark.
It is 1k lead, but your OD has committed into buying a BKB first after the Midas, obviously. So Midas is alright. He's gonna still be able to farm somewhat, but getting that BKB so fast is
It's yeah, you kind of have to.
You have to, but you don't want to.
If you don't win these fights, or at least survive through them with the first sort of BKB usages, it just means, you know, in 5-6 minutes time, if your duration's down at the BKB, it's that early purchase has sort of hurt you, because it's a big investment. That's, you know, if it hasn't helped you turn around the game at that point, it's not going to help you later down the line.
Yeah, he's got it now. So
we'll see.
They lost almost complete map control though. All the towers on their side are lost, only one. Well, not all, but...
Seneko has been found here towards the mid, as the OD does get silenced. Doesn't be look out, he's got the backup of Blizzy.
And the BKB.
We'll move in with the Infernal Blade, looking towards Zayat. Zayat rolls himself away, Knife trying to lead in. Does get doomed, but he got the Rage out in turn. There's the Ice Path, down. The Astra's going to be the RP onto absolutely nothing from Chu. Will not set up any sort of favourable turnaround potential for Na'Vi, as the Pango take the fight again. As I say, yeah, just a mismatch of spells there. RP onto nothing, the Doom onto Rage.
But I'd say MVP of that fight is Sioma the Slayer. That Jakiro Ice Pass was great.
It was great.
It
was great, definitely.
Time on time again, that was...
And they'll move straight into Roche. The Pango know that they've got easily the time needed to take this target.
I think you have to doom the Darks here. That's it.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, if you don't doom the Darks here, you're going to lose the fight eventually, because of the utility that he brings.
It's as you said, you know, if you can doom that Lifestealer before he rages, the BOD BKBs hits into him, pops the sanity, is great, but you're not going to get him before he rages.
What? Like before I thought like that, but it still doesn't work, because he's just gonna get surged and then he's gonna run out.
That's true.
It's hard. Like
the Darks,
maybe they kill him.
Full Greaves on the Darks here.
Maybe they kill him, but there are as you said, Greaves. There's also the Surge that he can cast on that Nike. So the Nike's with the medallion now. He's not completing the Solar Crest, he's going for Manta instead. It's just your casual Radiance build on Nike.
Yeah. This approach was so, as you said from earlier, it really makes sense for the team. The Veil and then the Kayayashi, you know, this is...
Actually, the Kayayashi on Viper
is one of those heroes that...
It's really good.
It can work on.
Yeah. Definitely with this build. With this build, I think you take the spell lifesteal afterwards as a talent too, and it's really good. Later on.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, level 10 he did. Yeah, 8% spell lifesteal.
Yeah, you take it on 10, and you're much tankier than you look, basically, because of that. Then you just sit in front with Kaya and Yasha. He's gonna be really strong.
That's another tower here taken by the Pango. Slayer keeping the creep wave momentum in favour down bottom. And Crystallize just with that Empower, trying to find the farm that he can. Flads Yasha into the BKB. BKB nearly done on the troll.
These small things, like the Slayer, what he just did, while his team was actually taking mid, he was on the other lane, creep skipping. Strategically, they are so important. Killing a Magnus is strategically very nice as well.
Naive, finding Chu, with the help of the Earth Spirit getting in there on top of him.
There's some curse involving Chu, and when he does really well early on, when he styles over people, like they suddenly, I don't know, lose all control of the game. There's something about that.
And I like sort of Blizzy's item, Ghost Stick's itemization as well. You know, he's preparing for the Doom. He was hovering on the Blink, he's hovering on the Lotus Orb. You know, both of these just make the game that little harder for the Doom to find the opportunities to get in and on top of the Darkseer without.
The smoke is really crazy. Like, I love it because Darkseer is so far out, so they're definitely not expecting it. They see Darkseer, and look at this troll. He has no clue what's happening. Lich as well. Like, they have no idea.
Just got to run and pray here.
At least Lich's I was going to say tank the gank, but they found the troll as well.
Crystallized too, and he hasn't got the BKB quite done yet. He's about 100 gold away from it.
Yep.
So no BKB for him. He'll pop the ult, they'll simply tie him up, as there is no help coming for the shot.
The taunts as well.
Yeah, he's just gone. I mean, that small gank, the way they moved, like, I'm not surprised they caught them. Like, sometimes, I mean, most of the time, recently, if you see a smoke, one of the player pings it out, or they figure out which way they're moving, so you hide, right? You either move into the trees, or you see that everyone is missing. But the way they smoked, even though 4 of them smoked, Darkseer was still pushing out, and then he surged backwards. And because of that, they thought, all right, we're fine. He surged backwards. Basically, what that means is they're smoked in our side of the jungle, because he's just out pushing this side and running back. He expects us here. And instead, they just moved throughout the whole dire side of the map and went into theirs. Like, it's just next level, honestly. It's really good. Pango has improved a lot.
I mean, this team came first in previous major qualifiers.
Yep.
For a reason.
Versus VP, actually.
Yeah, versus VP.
That's really well played. Okay. This is a bit more obvious, though. You smoke up in your base, behind your midder. It's something that's usual and should be expected.
But they need to try and make a fight happen with these BKBs on the troll and the OD. There we go. Again, the rage was out in time.
Is it though? Is he going to be able to? He has Aegis.
He's got the backup. He's got Aegis and he's got the rage.
The Gaze is there.
His team is
there to back him up too. If they want to.
Okay, Darkseer is here. He's going to be able to move in, vacuum.
Rage is back up, and Crystallize got in. He's already used the BKB. So he doesn't have a BKB charge to rely on. He's silenced. The first shield will buy some time. Now he's got the ult out. The RP's out onto the 2 of them. They're trying to lighten down the Ice Path Macropire combo from Slayer as they've lost the Viper, but Crystallize, he's falling low and he'll drop.
Yep. He already used his ultimate.
So a 1-for-1, but that was Na'Vi trying to fight with the Aegis, with the RP, with the BKBs. That was Na'Vi's attempt for a big play. Didn't pay off.
Yeah, and also
got him.
Oh, they got him. Yeah.
Lizzie is tanky.
Now what?
Just switching from one side to the other. But do you really want to?
I don't know if he can't get them on his own. Yeah.
No, he needs some help.
It's a mistake.
Oh, he actually has help though. Darkseer could come in there too. Actually, not just Darkseer.
They're surging with the lifesteal. They're trying to see if they can find Blitz.
Yeah.
Mistakes have been made. I think you just leave him in.
He should be fine as long as he didn't get hit by the Radiance before he blinks. He's going to get hit by the Radiance.
Yeah.
He didn't blink out.
Yeah. He thought he was fine.
He didn't realize there was a lifesteal Radiance hunting him in the trees. He's still very tanky.
I love the voice line from Zayach. Yeah. Where did I go? Well, he went and got some friends.
There we go. Yeah. They will get him. Eventually, Blizzy unable to escape from the chase of the Pango. There's 18-9 now for the Pango at the 26-minute mark. And 4K lead, not the craziest of net worth leads, but still we're just seeing in these team fights sort of the struggle from Na'Vi to really sort of hit that perfect combination of spells needed to deal with the execution that the Pango has been bringing so far this game.
I wonder, like in that last fight, they were so separated on the side of the Pango. Right now they're all here already. They don't have the Aegis, but they do have the vacuum, they do have the wall. There's Jakiro ready and available with all of his spells. Even though
there's a siege creep that they want to keep alive. They actually fortified for that siege creep as well. They really want this tower. They are going to get it.
Oh, he's got a BKB. Yeah, he'll have to use it. It's naive, now being chased, does get rooted, he's able to mantle himself out. The Astral's actually going to be used here. Upon the lifesteal, sorry, the Pango, the Zayat Surspirit had the lifestealer inside him. Zayat's walk forwards, Crystallize is getting him with the BKB, they put the RP down onto the 2 of them. Trollo as well being used, the Doom is down onto the lifestealer, but again he can keep himself fired out. The combo, the Ice Path Macropire melting and burning through Na'Vi at the same time. As the Pango will have opened up this bottom lane to move on to the barracks, and again Na'Vi just unable to get these team fights out. Again the Doom being used on the lifestealer, as you say, with a certain such that Naive can just wait it out, get outside of the fight, ready to get back in. The RP, it was onto 2 heroes, but they just didn't have the damage to punch through this 5-man of the Pango.
Yeah, somehow they need to accumulate enough intelligence on this guy.
He's been caught out without BKB. As they're starting to fall apart now, Na'Vi.
He has buyback, but you really want to use it. You might have to.
I mean, I really feel this.
I mean,
you can't let the Pango have Jakiro, Earth Spirit, and Darkseer. Like, that combo alone was just so perfect. And with the way that Naive's able to back it up with a solid lifestealer performance, it's looked very hot so far in this game one for the Pango, but maybe Na'Vi can do something to turn things here. As they'll lead forward, but again, the vacuum's down. BKB is going to be popped by Magical. And the Ice Path is going to hold back a couple of them. They're trying to chase down at least Slayer on the Jakiro. He's still alive for now. He's burning and finally will drop. They'll get the Jakiro. Crystallized popping his BKB, trying to chase down Naive, but again the Rage is back up. They'll look towards Blizzy. He's keeping himself alive with the Infest. They can't kill this Lifestealer. Mantis pop. They'll turn towards Patrol. GG's going to be called by Na'Vi as 3-4 dead without buyback. And game one, the Pango, they got the draw, and they certainly had the play down. You can't let this team have these heroes. This combination of heroes is just too good. You let a team get Earth Spirit, Dark Siege, they're going to have a good time.
And then you have two cores as well. Viper that scales, that's a good hero versus OD on mid.